The HOA patrol had always been a nuisance in our rural community, strutting around like they owned everything, even the land my family had worked for generations. So when two of their uniformed inspectors marched right into our pasture without permission, ignoring the private property and beware of bulls signs, Grandpa just smirked and reached for the gate latch. "Boys," he said, tipping his hat, "you're about to learn why we don't trespass around here." With a sharp whistle, he swung the gate wide, and his two massive bulls, Tank and Brutus, came charging out like freight trains. The inspector's clipboard, still in hand, barely had time to process the thunder of hooves before they were sprinting for the fence, dress shoes slipping in the mud. One of them vaulted over the rails just as Tank's hot breath grazed his backside, while the other tripped and rolled under the fence, losing his hat in the process. From the porch, Grandpa sipped his sweet tea and hollered, "Y'all come back now, you hear?" as the HOA truck peeled out in a cloud of dust. Word spread fast, and by that evening the HOA president was on our doorstep, red-faced and sputtering about liability and reckless endangerment. Grandpa just leaned back in his rocking chair and said, "Funny thing about liability. It tends to favor the landowner when fools ignore posted signs." The sheriff, who'd grown up with Grandpa, showed up later, took one look at the scene and chuckled. "Looks like a clear case of natural consequences to me," he said, closing his notebook. After that, the HOA patrol gave our field a wide berth, and the neighbors started calling Grandpa a folk hero. The inspectors? They stuck to paved sidewalks from then on. And as for Tank and Brutus, well, they got an extra bucket of feed that night, guardians of the pasture, enforcers of common sense. Some lessons, Grandpa always said, are best taught at a full gallop.